Hello. So I wanted to come on here. I'm very upset. And as much as I show my emotions on here on my podcast and my freaking things, I don't usually show up like this, but I'm working to be more vulnerable. And now that I've shared that I've dropped my case, I'm starting to understand that I have a little bit more freedom in how I show up for myself online and sharing my story and how I show up for others. And I'm going to slowly be kind of going through how I'm going to do this um, while still protecting myself. So we'll see. Anyways, something I've noticed that ever since I've dropped my case, my old community in the dance world like hurts my soul is like all starting to come back and like look at my stuff. And I'm going like, where the hell were you this whole time? And I don't know if there were more people involved. I don't know if I've said this a lot. I'm sure it's in the podcast throughout it is, the guy, which like so badly want to name right now. Technically I can. Not sure I'm going to. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, yeah, shaking your booties if you're listening, honestly. But the guy that says he didn't do it, there was always speculation and sort of the understanding and the knowing and the discovery of the friend group sharing sexual images of people they've been with each other in videos. And also there was someone who just in the community that also just didn't like me and was always spreading rumors about me. And so I've always thought, is it more than just the one perpetrator? Or I've questioned that. And honestly, like maybe I still don't know. I went after the person that was completely negligent with our footage, my footage, because it's just basically of me. And I told the detectives and my lawyers about all of the things I've been speaking about. Like I was doing my due diligence, but it was never really incorporated into the process for some reason. So I'm just sitting here now that the case is dropped. I'm watching my community come back and watch me. And it's people that like, sometimes I'm a little like, were you involved in this shit? And like, I know some people that were involved in sharing footage with each other, but I don't know if anyone or one or all or what happened with my footage specifically to be uploaded online and be a part of this whole whirlwind of freaking porn sites being out of control online. I'm hurt. And like, I had to run away from that community. I lost that community. I chose to go away from the community. They also shunned me. And now it's like, now all of a sudden that the case is dropped and you feel more safe, you're going to sit in there and watch me and probably judge me. Like, no, thank you. There's so much of me that is really rooting to go towards this restorative justice route and sit a bunch of people down, even if they're not included. But if I'm questioning it, I want you there. You're going to sit down and we're going to have a conversation about this. And so I'm learning more about restorative justice as it is. I need a little bit of a break too. Like this has been so much. I can't even share with you. You heard on the podcast episode with Marley that like, this process is unimaginable. It's something you don't understand unless you go through it. The legal system, the punitive system is just like, it damages you, like she had to go, I keep thinking about this, like she had to go on to like a retreat basically for 3 years that she was going through this. And like for 5 years, I've been just trying to survive because I've been locked into these cases. Like it just is so damaging. It's so hard to go through. And so I'm like gaining parts back of myself and trying to understand my freedom. Like as much as I was not a good victim and spoke online and have been speaking online since day one, and my lawyer knew before she entered into agreeing to do this with me, like I still had to protect myself. I still had to have conversations that were, in case I could get counter sued or something, right? Or all of a sudden be responsible for all of the charges and all of the damages. Like what the fuck? Like honestly, so fucked up. So I wanted to share this and I'm trying to like show, I am vulnerable. I've been vulnerable, but I'm also trying to showcase like for myself and for others in case I haven't, like the anger and the sadness and the frustration and the confusion that I still feel. years later. Like ultimately this happened 10 years ago. I started speaking about it 5 years ago, and I'm still fucking here feeling like damaged and hurt and confused. And it's like, I may never get the answers, but I'm damn well going to try. And I want to look at people and like, I don't know what's going to happen in the future if I find things out, and I don't know, like it depends on so many things, but like, I just need to heal myself. And this is something that like, I'm still so confused about. And, I'm taking my power back and I'm using my voice to help myself and help others. And I'm like, my life is fine now. Thank you so much for trying to do something. If you did try, and if you didn't, and it was just negligence, like, what the fuck? Like, where were you to support me throughout this? And I know that when you enter into legal systems, you can't be there. You can't speak to the person, but still beforehand, where were you, and like, where was my community? This has been such like an isolating, confusing thing. And I've had to rebuild in my entire life, like in every aspect, people, places, jobs, because of this. And also because of my choice to speak about it, and getting shamed to do so, or getting like shunned to do so. And I get it. I'm in the red zone of the banks. I'm in the red zone of the grants. I'm in the red zone of dance studios. I'm in the red. I get it. I understand it. And yet like, it's damaging. It's happening to youth everywhere. It's happening everywhere. And I'm going to find the places that uplift it and that can hold space for it. Cause there's not space for this everywhere. And I get that. I totally get that. And I'm here for it. And yet, there was a lot of anger there because I got like canceled basically. I'm not blaming anyone, but damn, this is what's been happening. And because of my choices, I'm in this situation, but also like, I'm here because it happened to me and I'm gaining my power back. So like, go me. So a space for everyone, love for everyone in that sense. And yet like, also, these are very real things that are happening to youth. These are very real things that are happening to dancers, to anyone, right? And so having the conversation flow towards the people that have the space for it, where it's like maybe 18 plus is what I'm learning to do. Like I'm expanding my audience bit by bit. I know who my audience is, and yet like I know this needs to reach more. And there's so much more that needs to be spoken about and changed within the systems. And so I'm here, like this is literally my life. Like I miss my choreography. I literally am so sad, so much that like I'm in this life. Like, what the heck is this? And like, could I have chosen to choose my choreography? Yes. But also like, was I crumbling and didn't know if I was going to get through this? Yes. Do I still feel that way sometimes? Yes. So like, I'm proud of myself. I'm, again, as I said in one of my episodes, I'm glad I chose me. I'm glad I chose this path. It does come with a lot of sorrow because this takes every bit of energy. This is full time. The work that I'm doing, the things that I'm going through, the feelings that I'm feeling, like it's full time. And I still need to learn how to find some more support around me to heal. I'm at a new place of healing. I'm at a place of expansion and thriving, but then these things happen constantly where I'm like placed back into this root of trauma. And it's just like, because it's happening still around me. And I'm angry at my community. I'm grateful that they're there for the conversation now. If they haven't heard about it and all of a sudden they're just magically coming back now that the case is dropped, like I'm here for all of it. And yet like I was watching not This Is Us. No, the zombie one. Oh fuck, my brain. They are, I forget. It's the zombie one. They Are Us with like Hydro guy. All whatever. Hopefully, they're whatever. And I was watching that, and there's this one scene where she like literally faces her friend and is like, no, you ditched me, and she ran away. And like sometimes I don't think I've done that enough for myself, being like to my community, like you like ditched me, and whether even if I disappeared and you have no idea what happened, like where were you? Like I don't know. It's just so wild to me. And I get that it's sticky, and maybe people heard that I was like, going after him legally. And then if they were tied, like there's so many things at play. And I like ultimately love everyone except for those that hurt me and harmed me and whatever. Like we'll find space for that potentially later or something, maybe not. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to share that because I just texted one of my best friends being like, I'm just in so much pain watching these people now all of a sudden take part, be curious, or show whatever. Ugh. Like, I'm just so angry. Like, all of your lives are fine, people. Like, congratulations. I don't know. I'm talking to those that potentially hurt me. And love for people that don't understand it. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I'm just proud of myself because this has been a big stickler. So I'm just gonna keep this kind of a little bit shorter. I'm just here to share my experience and to help others. And the more that I go through this, the more I realize like how much this voice here and speaking matters for so many reasons, even ones that I don't understand yet. And so I'm grateful, proud of myself. I'm grateful for all the love and support that I do have from those that have been with me, like keeping me alive. I'm going to say it that way because it is that way, and that are also helping uplift me now within everything. So wild people. Life is wild sometimes. And on this note, as I'm sort of in a more emotional place, I do want to say, and I do mean this even as I'm sitting and holding space for my pain and my anger and all of that stuff, is like, no matter what you've been through, you deserve to heal. You are worthy of healing. You are worthy of, hopefully answers. I don't know if I'm going to get mine, but you're worthy of that. I just want you to know that no matter what happens, and that your joy and your vibrancy of who you are matters so much. I love you. I hold space for every part of you that's either in pain or angry or happy or jubilant or jubilant. I'm here for all of you because I love you and I celebrate you. So just know that. And I'm gonna keep going. I don't even know what it looks like myself. So let's see. Okay, bye. See you soon.